Hello there. Once again, Santon from Anton Bay. Thank you for stopping by the collection room and taking a look at a few comics with me. I'm going to start off. These are just some random issues of odd stuff. This is Eternity, Slave Girl. I think I bought this from a friend on a dollar internet, like Facebook auction. He was doing some sort of buying a bunch of them, and I picked this one up. It's from Eternity Comics. It is got a $2.25 cover price. And I believe it comes from March 1989. There you go, there's the date. It is a black and white reprint of classic Good Girl comics from the 40s. So you kind of get an idea of what you're gonna get out of it. Typical, a lot of Jungle Girl scenarios, tight boxes, I mean word panels. Yeah, just, you see what I mean. The boxes are very small with a lot of words in them. I didn't mean that to sound weird. I'm not a fan of this style of boxes done. I love the stories in older comics and I love the art, but I have discovered that the tight panels, the little boxed in frames and everything like that, it's difficult to read. Like, I don't enjoy it as much. It tends to drag. I don't know if I'm being picky there, but I don't know. I don't like to read. I think it crowds the art, and I'm not a huge fan of that happening, of course. Oof. These are very thin pages. I mean, the art is beautiful. These things were rendered really well. It's just sad that you couldn't get... I used to have a bunch of Scimitar. I sold all of it. Malu, the Slave Girl, and the Bandits of something. So as much as I like the stories, I love the covers, I love, you know, a lot of that, I do find them to be harder to read and get into just because there isn't as much eye candy as far as like grab my attention with a big splash page. Now don't get me wrong, I think a lot of modern comics overdo that a lot. But I mean, even with this, look at that. Kind of breaks up the page, it breaks up the formula of it, and it gives you a big opening shot. And sometimes I really need that in a story, and I really appreciate that. And these older comics tend to not do that as much. See, there you go. They're thinking outside the box. She's overlaying, looks like at least three panels. That's cool. I like that. I don't want to sound like, I don't know, some spoiled kid who can't appreciate the classics, but they are a bit of a slog to read, some of these. In my opinion, they're beautiful to look at. There's Dinosaurs for Hire when it was not with Malibu, so that's a thing that was. Team Nippon, that's pretty cool. Then I think the rest here are going to be AC books. This is Jungle Girls number 14, The Wild Side. These are also, these were pricey and I had to track a lot of them down, but this is one that I got from a, let's see, okay, I thought most of these were reprints. This is not a reprint. This is original stuff. This is newer stuff. I know a lot of these Jungle Girl titles that AC dealt with are reprints, so I mean, that is something to know. This looks like much more the vein of the FemForce type series and stuff like that. The pages are kind of thin. And the book is somewhat at a slant, so it's making it really hard to open these pages. Wowza. But yeah, these are definitely a newer comic. They're not the vintage ones. I know I had some of these that are full of the vintage stuff, and so that's kind of, it's different. I'll just put it that way. Gotta love a dinosaur, Jungle Girls, stuff like that. I do think it's funny. There were so many Jungle Girls back in the day, and they all had these ridiculous names, and you couldn't remember them all. And they just made like a team of them. That's pretty cool. Princess Panther. If I remember right, they all had different animal print suits. Now this looks like vintage stuff. This is original stuff that has been reprinted. I'll betcha definitely it is. You can tell your panels shrink down. You've got that vintage feel. The art tends to kind of not take second place to the lyrics, the words, but definitely moves on to par with it, in my thoughts. Camilla, Wild Girl of the Congo. I kid you not, there were so many of these. I can't even remember all their names, but I think it's great that they started reprinting so many of these Jungle Girl titles. And, you know, a lot of them are what you would call, what's the word I'm looking for? Not PC anymore. They're not politically correct. They're outdated. They're from a different time. But you know what? It is what it is. That's what they were. And if you want to catch them in all their originality, you just gotta buck up and read them. I don't remember the deal with this Femforce comic. Women Do It Their Way. Femforce Bad Girl Backlash, #1, AC Comics. And I love when they do this. It's black, white, and blue. Some issues I've seen are black, white, and red. Introduction, a lot. Looks like this could just be like a reprint anthology of various Femforce characters, just kind of what it's looking like. Complete with some designs. I don't remember this book. They keep running her through different phases there. Night Vale, I believe, has had the most looks of any of them. Femme Farce. I don't know what's happening there. Probably I want to avoid that. Sin in her classic red outfit, different styles, different artists. I'm not sure what's going on with some of that stuff. I kind of like this. I haven't ever opened this, I don't believe, because I don't remember this at all. Different incarnations and different versions of the heroes. Miss Victory has had quite a few different looks throughout the years. Yeah, this is just kind of odd. It's just a design book. These pictures look strange. It's like they have no feet. And if it was Rob Liefeld, you would care, but now you don't. Yeah, this is weird. I don't even know what this is. Vision of the Heroine. I'll have to read that. I know a lot of like female superheroes, especially back in the 40s and stuff, were massively different or portrayed massively different than they are now. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to give this a read. This has got like a lot of interesting history in it, which I was unaware of. I'm gonna have to read this thing. So yeah, Bad Girl Backlash. I wonder if it's to address some of the like what heroines used to be and what they're perceived as now in comics, or were during the Bad Girl era when it was all, you know, ridiculous violence and TNA and stuff like that, as opposed to just like comedy and TNA back in the 40s. But Priority White Heat. I've looked at this, I swear I have, I'm sure I have, but I cannot remember. Not ringing any bells. That's why I pulled it out. I saw this cover and I was like, I don't remember this. I don't see, it doesn't look like a Femforce tie-in. It is AC Comics. Yeah, this looks kind of like a weird side book, and I don't really know where to place it in with the rest of the series. It's kind of odd. The art's nothing outstanding, and it's just kind of, weird. I'll have to look into that because I don't remember this book. I didn't see any tie-overs with any of their regular series, So I don't know if it's got any. But anyway, that's the four books I'm looking at. Like I said, pretty sure I got all of these from a haul, from a Facebook haul. And I know I did these two, were $1 a piece. And I know I bought a full set of Jungle Girls at one time, and they were very expensive. So to get another one for $1, a reading copy, or just another copy, I thought was definitely worth it. I'm gonna prop those right there, maybe, if they'll stay. And call it good. And I'll thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you later. That's my story. Bye.